Hi, everyone. This is that second in the abbreviated demo from CERAWeek. Welcome to Frontline Focus. I'm Cody McClanahan here again to showcase how Microsoft and Dynamics 365 technology can empower an AI-first energy workforce. Today, we'll be focused on the technician persona, the one doing the work out in the field, plant, or in this case, a refinery. If you haven't seen the planner scheduler video, I've linked it in the description below. Let's dive on in.
All right, I'm now logged in as a technician on my iPhone. Of course, this works on tablets, whether iOS or Android, or even something like a hardened Windows 10 laptop. And especially important in our industry, it works in an offline fashion. So, should I lose connectivity at some point, I'm still able to complete my job. So, as soon as I was scheduled for this job, I received a notification, like all the mobile apps we know, and I can click in it and it'll take me directly to this job. Now, on this view, let me show you how we have Copilot from the technician perspective. So, again, this is that summary to make me feel comfortable as a technician. I know exactly what task I have to do. Again, I can see that this is pretty urgent to get done in the next couple of days. And making sure that I have those inventory on my toolbox, right? And as well as this has been happening multiple times. So let's get ready to fix this with the proper diagnosis procedure. And now, really, when it comes to the meat and potatoes of the Dynamics Field Service mobile app, that's really on this service tab, right? So again, up here at the top, you can see those attached knowledge articles that could help me if, say, I wasn't sure what PPE needed, for example. But I'm going to show you how we can utilize this in a different way. So let's get to work, right? So the first task is lockout, tagout. So again, as I've applied all of my tags appropriately, I will check that off. And again, you can see how we've optimized this for our frontline workers, those bigger buttons to quickly check this off being complete. So the second thing is that supervisor call. So let me show you how you can do that directly in Teams using the new spatial annotations. Now that I've initiated the call and turned on spatial annotations, you can see I can place some arrows to confirm these are the only lockout tags I needed to apply. But she mentions I missed one up at the top, and once I've completed that, I'm good to go. Of course, these tags will remain attached to their proper location, so should I move the camera, they stay in place. Now that we have completed that supervisor call and it is being recorded to this work order, really the next step is performing the work. And so I wanted to show you again how to utilize those knowledge articles and say I needed a little extra help with this Copilot tab. And this will allow for a more conversational interaction with those knowledge articles. So I won't have to look through an FAQ to find where in the document helpful information. Copilot will do that. What are the proper steps for maintenance? And just like that, it gave me the exact parts of this document. And again, attaching the document so I feel confident it is giving me the correct answer. Now, one other way we empower some of our greener texts is utilize something we call guides. So let me click that right now. Okay, and remember we saw this attached when we were creating this work order, scheduling it to this technician. Again, this just allows you to have step-by-step guidance with pictures and videos embedded. And so if I click through here, we can see those as well as I'll get to some branching logic here in a second. So you can see exactly if there's an oil leak, you can present a different step of guides they have to go through. And of course, they also have the ability to bring in some real asset data. So if I click no leak, we'll see that. And we can see this connected, grabbing information straight from our digital twin. Say something like the capacity is very high. We have an alert. Those things need to be fixed. So now that I have all the proper information, let's go on and say we've completed the job. And so let me hit back here. And so back from this home page on this job, I'm going to show you one last way that we utilize Copilot to remove some of the administrative burden with closing out a work order. I arrived on site, this asset, at about noon and completed all of my service tasks by 4 p.m. I used 2 hexagon bolts and 3 pipe gaskets. And so you can see Copilot rendered over my voice memo very quickly to identify what structured data updates it can make. So we can make the appropriate updates, say, again, that inventory that we used. And once I hit confirm, we will see the job change to a completed status. And finally, you've seen a few ways that we empower the field technician with the Dynamics Field Service mobile app.
Thanks again for tuning into Frontline Focus, Dynamics 365 Field Service in a Flash. Reach out to me if you'd like to know more about how we can empower an AI-first energy workforce. Until next time, keep your focus on the front line.